So we're here today rescuing plants from one of the last remnant sandhill intact parcels left in Central Florida. We're in Lake County. We're surrounded by development, and incredibly, this is a 20-acre parcel we're rescuing from right now, and it's intact sandhill. Over 100 species of plants are here, plus all the animals and the reptiles and the birds and the insects that have evolved with those plants over millions of years. It's all still here. And it's languished on the Florida Forever list for decades. It's pretty clear that unless properties are large, that they're not going to get purchased by Florida Forever. These properties are just falling through the cracks, and it's so sad because there's so much here that must be preserved. We need to preserve the genetic diversity that's here before we lose it forever. So Florida Native Plant Society has been working for years, not just to rescue plants at the last minute when development is imminent, but we've also been working with landowners to collect seeds and propagate plants for restoration projects very near our collection sites. So that's been hugely successful. With our partners at Greenaw Gardens Nursery and Florida Association of Native Nurseries, we've been able to propagate all kinds of plants, hundreds and hundreds of species, and use those for restoration projects on public lands that will be protected in perpetuity. So we're doing our best to save what we can. We can't save it all, obviously, but it's definitely better than doing nothing. 99.99% of the people that show up for these rescues and seed collections are volunteers. There is some staff from Florida Native Plant Society and some staff from Greenaw Gardens, our partner here in Central Florida. Other than that, it's all volunteers. So this is a tremendous amount of work, and we couldn't do it without our volunteers and couldn't do it without our partners. So this site that we're on today, rescuing from, we've been collecting seeds here for years, but now the developer is moving forward with development, so now we're in rescue mode. And so we have 8 recipient sites that are very near here. They're all publicly owned properties. So we're helping those 8 partners with their restoration projects. So we're working with Lake County Water Authority, Lake County Parks and Trails, Oakland Nature Preserve, and also Lake Louisa State Park, St. Johns River Water Management District. It's just fantastic partners. It takes a village to do this. It really does. One of our plans in the future is once these restoration sites are established, what we'll do is have a seed collection program where we can then collect seeds and scatter them around the other recipient sites so that we make sure that the genetic diversity is contained as much as possible. The full extent of the genetic diversity is shared among all those sites, just making them even more resilient restoration sites.